When most people hear YouTube automation, they immediately picture a spam operation, a robotic assembly line pumping out cheap, AI-generated garbage to game the algorithm. But the reality is different. Producing faceless content is simply running a modern digital media company. It's the same operational model used by traditional studios to produce documentaries, top 10 lists, and news broadcasts. Traditional YouTube channels have a structural vulnerability. Their entire revenue stream relies on the face of the brand keeping up a relentless production schedule. If that host experiences burnout or simply decides to stop filming, the video uploads halt. In that model, the cash flow stops the moment the camera turns off. Faceless channels operate differently. By removing the host, you build a portfolio of standalone assets that act as digital real estate, collecting small fractions of rent every time a viewer clicks play. Scalability requires the founder to step out of daily operations. Major corporations grow because their leaders aren't on the warehouse floor packing individual boxes. Removing the human face from the final product is what allows this model to scale. It creates a system that produces content and earns revenue without reaching a personal ceiling of physical burnout. Finding a profitable niche cannot rely on guesswork. You need a structured analytical framework to ensure the audience and the advertisers are actually there. This diagram shows the 3 variables for a viable channel. You need a topic with high ad payouts, proven viewer demand, and enough personal interest to judge the quality of your team's work. Your niche lives at that intersection. Once you find that spot, you don't invent new concepts from scratch. Instead, you locate the top-performing competitors in that space and reverse engineer the videos that are already pulling massive numbers. On YouTube, there is always room for the best. If you can take an existing viral format and slightly improve the pacing, the script, or the visual clarity, you can capture a share of that established audience. Take a topic like tourists who interact with royal guards. A video with 5 million views is visual proof of a hungry audience, making it a lucrative subject to repackage with a stronger hook. The process involves scanning competitor channels and sorting their library to find videos gaining high views per hour, even years after the initial upload. You might find a breakdown of Joe Rogan interviews that is still pulling hundreds of views every hour. That velocity signals that the algorithm is actively pushing that specific topic right now. Treating content ideas as market data moves you away from the uncertainty of creative intuition. When the numbers show millions of people are already watching a topic, you are fulfilling a demand that's already been validated. Systematically manufacturing a profitable video requires 5 distinct pillars. If one of these structural elements fails, the entire asset collapses. The first pillar is the packaging, the title, and the thumbnail. This is the gatekeeper for your revenue. No matter how good the video is, if the packaging doesn't secure the click, you don't get paid. Pillar 2 is the script. High-retention scripts use open loops and cliffhangers, promising the viewer that a key piece of information is coming next to keep them watching past the 30-second mark. Pillars 3 and 4 are the voiceover and the editing. These are governed by one rule: show, don't tell. Every spoken claim must be visually validated on screen. If the narrator mentions a specific event, the editor must display that footage immediately to maintain viewer trust. When sourcing clips, the raw material must be transformed through restructuring and commentary to comply with fair use policies. Simply re-uploading unedited clips without adding original value will trigger a review. This leads to demonetization or copyright strikes, which can end a channel's growth instantly. Mastering these 5 manufacturing pillars is how you safely convert raw internet footage into a monetized financial asset. Once that process generates $5,000 a month, you hit the threshold to pivot from a solopreneur to a business owner. The strategy is to reinvest early profits to buy back your time. You hire a dedicated freelance scriptwriter, a voice actor, and an editor who can execute your visual style. The final structural hire is a channel manager. They oversee the freelancers, coordinate deadlines, and handle the daily quality control. By replacing yourself at every station of this digital assembly line, you transform the channel from a job into a self-sustaining business. At this stage, the creator has evolved into a media executive. You are overseeing an independent operation that functions without your manual labor. The team researches, writes, and publishes videos systematically. The revenue is generated regardless of whether you personally log into the dashboard that morning. Long-term success in the creator economy is a volume game. It is won through data analysis and making small, consistent improvements to the production system. Engineering a supply chain that works tirelessly converts digital content into a scalable, wealth-generating system. This moves you past the limits of the traditional career and into the role of a media empire owner.